How's up, y'all? What's poppin'? This D. About to react to this video by Blackie Speaks. This is You Can't Blame J. Cole. So this is referencing, J. Cole supposedly getting canceled by people online. He ain't canceled. Fuck out of here. You're canceled for thinking you could cancel him. Shut your ass up. Anyway, but we're going to see why people were upset with him. I already know what's being referenced. People are mad about a line he dropped in his most recent song about him not liking a woman's tone or something like that. From Long Beach Griffey video, it sounded like they were saying like, oh, he's saying that black women should stay in their place or something like that. I don't know how that was gathered from that line, but sure, let's see exactly what occurred and what people are saying. Let's watch.
Now, it looks like the king is back. And no, I'm not talking about King Kendrick. I'm talking about King Cole. He very silently dropped a new song last night, and there's a whole lot of people talking about this one. As you can see from the title, though, you can't blame J. Cole. Now, I'm saying that for a very particular reason. With this new song dropping, a particular situation has caught a lot of attention. Let's not waste any time, though, and let's talk about it. Now, J. Cole has been quiet for a while. We've all been waiting for some new music from him, and the song that he dropped last night is titled Snow on the Bluff. Now, this track has been getting a mixed reception, and I'll get into why that's the case in just a second. But just musically speaking, this song is very interesting. It's one long and extended verse of Cole going in. The overall vibe of it is very laid back. J. Cole is somewhat very rapidly spitting out a bunch of bars over an extremely mellow beat. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting him to come back with something hard-hitting, middle child style. It seems like he didn't go that route because the message is what's most important here, not to make a banger. Now, let's get into what this record is all about. On Snow on the Bluff, Cole hits on various topics, everything from the issues with law enforcement to racism and fame, but the most controversial part about the song, and the exact part that's led to J. Cole receiving so much backlash right now, it's this part right here. Niggas be thinking I'm deep, intelligent, fooled by my college degree. My IQ's average. There's a young lady out there way smarter than me. I scrolled through her timeline in these wild times and I started to read. The young lady in question J. Cole is rapping about and responding to on this song is rapper No Name from Chicago. Now, before I get any, but he didn't mention any names, comments, let's get a couple things out of the way. In the midst of everything that went on a couple weeks ago, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk too much about it because YouTube is gonna flag this video thinking I'm some kind of political channel when all I do is talk about this hip-hop stuff, man. Please, YouTube, please leave me alone. A lot of people were looking at celebrities to speak up about everything that was going on. In hip-hop, we saw two rappers who caught a lot of backlash during the early stages of this, and those two rappers were Kendrick and J. Cole. Kendrick Lamar got a lot of backlash for being silent, and so did J. Cole. Like I said in that video I made about this, though, don't be mad at Kendrick and J. Cole is for the people. I thought it was very foolish of people to doubt these two guys simply because they haven't jumped on social media and voiced their takes on everything that went on. Number one, we all know that's not even how they operate, and funny thing is, we saw that J. Cole was out in the streets marching with the people days after the wave of backlash he got about being silent, and then a couple days after that, Kendrick was spotted in Compton doing the same thing. Now, with that being said, in the midst of all this, before J. Cole and Kendrick were seen marching in the streets, rapper No Name put up this now deleted tweet and said this: poor black folks all over the country are putting their bodies on the line in protest for our collective safety, and y'all favorite top-selling rappers not even willing to put a tweet up.
What is a tweet gonna do, No Name?
Be about black plight, and they're nowhere to be found. It doesn't take a genius to figure out who those top-selling rappers could be. What top-selling rappers are known for consistently rapping about black issues? Kendrick and J. Cole. She didn't say any names, but please don't try to tell me it's not about them. Going back to what I said earlier, J. Cole didn't say any names, but he did address what No Name said about him on a big portion of this record. On this next part of the song, J. Cole says this: she mad at my niggas, she mad at her ignorance, she wear her heart on her sleeve, she mad at the celebrities, low-key I be thinking she talk about me. He then continues and says, now I ain't no dummy to think I'm above criticism, so when I see something that's valid, I listen, but shit, it's something about the queen tone that's bothering me. And then on this next part, he says, just cause you woke and I'm not, that shit ain't no reason to talk like you better than me. How are you gonna lead when you attacking the very same niggas that really do need the shit that you're saying? Instead of conveying your whole, come help us get up to speed. Now, as you can see, J. Cole is very gracefully, in my opinion at least, responding to No Name. There's a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people on social media right now as we speak that are attacking J. Cole. At this very moment, there's a very big hate train going because he defended himself. He's, as you can see, defending his character on this record. I don't really see anything wrong with what he's saying, but what I am seeing is a lot of people spinning this into some kind of war between black men and black women. Now, maybe there's something there. There's a conversation to be had about all this, but it seems like to me that people are projecting here. I want to say this as well. No Name is a very respectable artist. She's not, she's not a hater of some kind, and I really want to emphasize that because this is, a lot of people's first time hearing about her. First impressions are very, very, very important, and I'm not gonna.
I heard about her saying she don't like that a whole bunch of white people at her concert.
Into some kind of cloud demon, all because I disagree with her on this topic. She's actually out here doing some really great things for her community, which I think is very honorable. So just understand that one thing. Regarding this though, I think when it comes down to it, she was wrong to use they haven't put a tweet up, which means they don't really care argument. Like I said in my other video about this, actions speak louder than words. And come find out after all this backlash they got, they were really out here, so it was all for nothing. The blame is put on the wrong place. You can't blame J. Cole for very gracefully and respectfully responding to another artist who publicly questioned his intentions. You gotta keep this in mind.
When she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about.
Especially on social media, they don't think for themselves. They see an established rapper criticizing two of the big dogs in the game, and there they go, jumping on the train, not having a destination in mind. That's the internet mob / cancel culture for you. I personally don't think No Name had any ill intentions at all, though. Honestly, man, I see a very passionate person who was highly concerned and invested in everything that was going on. Understandably, she might have been looking for answers, perhaps leadership. I don't know. That's beside the point. But to everyone who's out here trying to paint J. Cole as the bad guy, I don't see the logic behind it. To be honest, all this division that's going on in the culture isn't good for anyone. The culture is supposed to come together, man. But hey, I guess that's not what's happening. J. Cole put up these tweets right here after all the backlash he received, and as you can see, he even had to address it because it was so noticeable. There's also a tweet here about him addressing the fact that people are assuming that it's about No Name. Obviously, J. Cole isn't gonna use his platform to direct negativity to anyone, especially not one of his fellow artists. He gave her a shout out in one of these tweets, telling his fans to follow her, because I'm assuming that he also saw that a lot of people were coming for her neck for, criticizing Cole's silence. He also doubled down on what he said, which I think is the right thing. The last thing you want to do is put out a record, get pushback from the cancel culture, and then apologize. That's not you being congruent with your words. Like I said though, there's a lot of people blaming him right now. I'm not gonna lie, man, I didn't think people were gonna come for J. Cole like ever, but hey, even a saint like J. Cole can upset a whole bunch of people. It is what it is.
Interesting. This is not surprising though. People have come for J. Cole before. He has made, certain comments in his lyrics, and people have been very upset and canceled him in the past. But I guess people are gathering more behind this whole cancel culture, so they tried to do it even more with this line. I don't even feel like it was that goddamn serious. When I heard it, I honestly wasn't thinking that he was talking about anybody specifically because I didn't know about the tweet that she made. Like, why would I know? I don't listen to her music at all. Definitely don't know what she's putting on Twitter. So it's just like, I just thought he was speaking in general. But I feel like she should have just kept her mouth closed. That is so dumb to be like, oh, they can't even tweet about it. What the fuck is a tweet doing? Do you know how many people don't give a shit about the black struggle at all or police brutality, and they was tweeting up a storm about it and putting shit on Instagram just so they don't look bad? So why are you using that as like a model of somebody who cares and who's fighting the good fight? Oh, you made a tweet on social media. Like, that is so dumb. Like, what does that mean? That means nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. So that was a stupid thing for her to say. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. I didn't feel like he needed to respond, though. Now knowing that that was specifically about her, like, why did you feel the need to, make all these lines about her? Like, so she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, apparently, because you was out there and she don't know what money you donate. Like, she don't know what the fuck she talking about. So I don't feel like he even needed to say anything at all. But sure, I guess. But yeah, I don't feel like what he said was disrespectful at all. It wasn't rude. Like, what are we talking about? I'm so confused. I can't stand the internet. They get on my nerves. In general, the internet gets on my goddamn nerves. But you can't cancel Cole. Get the fuck out of here. When that album drops, we on it. Like, fuck out of here. You cannot cancel him. You cannot get rid of him. He will prevail. All right, period. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.